Boom, 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 shake, shake, shake the room. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. Shake, 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 shake it. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. We're boom, shake, shake, shaking the room, fudge. We're boom, shake, shake, shaking the room. Friends, not food? Yep. Is there anybody in the chat? Not funny, that boy HM. How are you, mate? Hope you're having a great day. I hope everybody's having a great day. Just wanted to come on and have a little chat with you all if you've got any questions to ask and things like that. Also as well, I wanted to let you know, if you haven't checked out Tim Gersh, one of my dear friends, please go and check out his channel. He's got a video up recently talking about vegan ishiego, quite a few other topics he talks upon. If you can go and give him some love and support, he deserves it. That would mean the world. What was I going to say? It's been quite a busy day here. I've actually been out to the Hesselheld Wildlife Centre with my wife. We went obviously looking at the animals and such things, so there'll be a vlog up on my channel probably next week at some point. Lovely, lovely animals, some of the things we've seen, swans, peacocks, absolutely lovely to say the least. I was actually going to be helping at it with the Save Movement Scotland stall, but my wife wanted to go along and look as well, so we decided we were just going to go and do that. But I'll actually be helping out with them. I'm looking to volunteer with them, maybe do a few hours each morning, 2 mornings a week, so that's where I'll be doing, and that's where we're going for here. But first off, guys, thank you every single one of you for helping me reach to 10k subscribers. It means the world. Like I say, this isn't just my channel, it's your channel. So if there's any kind of topics you want me to cover, please let me know. Like I say, this is your channel. I love you so much and it means the world. Like I say, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway. If you can actually help, keep sharing my channel, and once I get to 10.5k subscribers, which is 10,500 obviously, I'll actually do a giveaway. I'm thinking of doing a gift card, probably, I don't know, maybe $50 US, maybe about £40 UK. I'll be doing that, and I may do for anybody that's obviously vegan, or I'll maybe do a little vegan gift box, some different vegan items in it as well. I think I'll do about 3 giveaways, so a gift card for the first prize, maybe another 2 gifts. Just let me know in the comments below. Let's say a gift card for the first one, maybe a box or something for the second one, and maybe a third one I'll do like maybe a Star Wars giveaway or something like that, and anything you like, maybe a PlayStation game, anything at all, just let me know in the comments below some ideas and such likes. That would mean the world. Right, anyway, what I was wanting to touch upon was eating disorders. Like I say, eating disorders are actually, thanks very much Food for Thriving, I really appreciate that, and keep doing your amazing work. Your channel is absolutely great. You really are. You're putting out a great message. If any of you guys in the chat haven't subscribed to Food for Thriving, please go and do that. She's got an amazing channel. Our little boys are on her channel. Like I say, she does a lot of recipes and such likes. Great channel. Like I say, vegan family. That's really amazing. Want a gift card? That's what we'll do. Like I say, definitely. Like I say, eating disorders are still seen as this kind of taboo subject in society, particularly for men and boys. Like I say, often males especially contact their GP or local services, who often obviously miss the signs of eating disorders in males such as myself, due to the stigma that it is a female illness. Like I say, there's this stigma that it being a female privileged illness. Let's say eating disorders are not defined by gender, age, background, faith, religion or sexual orientation. They can actually affect any individual at any stage of their life, and there is not one single factor that actually causes it. It could be like myself, caused by grief, it could be bullying, it could be unfortunately sexual or physical abuse is another one. Like I say, research obviously continues to investigate the biological factors that obviously can play a role in the development of eating disorders. Let's say numerous studies have actually investigated genetics and obviously hormonal links. are obviously two of the frequent explored areas, have actually definitely does not have a definite link to the development of eating disorders. It's basically a personality type as well. Let's say some personality types, including things like obsessive compulsive personalities, are much more susceptible to developing eating disorders than any other personality types. Fudge getting in the way as usual. He's always in the camera. Fudge, you boy, you're a star. I know you're the star of this YouTube channel. So first off, I was wanting to talk about EDNOS, which is actually the most significant one that they actually say. EDNOS basically means eating disorder not otherwise specified. Basically, it's diagnosed in males and females who have symptoms of disordered eating, but do not fit the diagnostic criteria for anorexia nervosa or bulimia nervosa or binge eating disorder. Let's say eating disorder not otherwise specified actually could mean many things. Let's say it may mean that you basically have symptoms of anorexia nervosa, such as restrictive thinking and using food as a punishment, or by not eating such favourite foods as you feel that you do not deserve them, basically, which we all do in eating disorders. Let's say it could obviously mean that you may spoil things like foods through over seasoning and such as something I do quite often is dousing my food in lots of tomato sauce, or you may do things like dousing your food in a lot of salt and pepper and such likes. Let's say you may obviously only eat when you actually exercised. Hi Alex, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Sending you all my love and support. I know you're going through a hard time at the moment. Please guys, if any user in the chat, please go and follow Alex Anderson on YouTube, and obviously YouNow especially as well. She does a lot of YouNow streams at the moment. Please go and give her all the love and support. I say you may obviously still maintain your weight or a healthy person, but no pleasure in your food, and you can view it as basically evil necessarily. Food for Thriving says, it seems to be a topic too much widely known about now. Do you think that's because it's more common? Yeah, definitely. I feel it's much more common, and it's getting to the point now. I feel that a lot of males especially are actually speaking out about it, and it's kind of ending that stigma, and that's what it's all about. Like I say, the more males obviously speak out, the better. Especially high profile males. You actually see a lot of males actually, such as Zayn Malik, the singer. Obviously you've got Freddie Flintoff, you've obviously got, what's his name? The Chinese guy, I could try to remember his name. He's spoken quite a lot about it. It's great that it's not stigmatised, exactly. So like I say, there are many forms of disordered eating in society especially, and this can only add to difficulties of actually recovery for any person, such as a negative relationship with food. Like I say, many people will obviously purge and do not binge eat. Like I say, they may have a mixture of anorexia and bulimia. Binge eating disorder, like I say, is usually diagnosed as EDNOS, and is currently a diagnosable mental illness in its own right. So the symptoms, Alex Anderson says it's so important that men speak out and show that it's not a female disease. Exactly, like I say, it's speaking out about it. A lot of males actually don't go and speak to their doctor until it's too late because of obviously that stigma around it. Nice to see you here, Nat. So like I say, the symptoms of EDNOS really, and I've written these all down, is the symptoms including maintaining a normal weight, and that's one thing I want to put out there, guys. Eating disorders are not all about this emaciated look. Vegan Runner, the pets are doing well, mate. Yeah, they're doing absolutely brilliant. I was speaking earlier, I was actually away to a wildlife sanctuary that I'm actually going to do a bit of volunteering with. Me and my wife went there this morning, so I'll have a vlog up on my channel probably sometime next week. It was absolutely amazing. The animals you see in there, like the foxes that had obviously been injured. There was peacocks, there was actually swans. And would you believe this actually? They were telling us that the swans were actually in the sanctuary because people had actually been stealing them at Christmas time and actually having them for their Christmas dinners, which was absolutely disgusting, you know what I mean? Yeah, food for thriving. The fudge is absolutely amazing. So symptoms obviously include restrictive thinking, punishing eating regimes, tiredness, which we all do in eating disorders. That it will make a great vlog, vegan runner, it will do. Obviously, low libido is another one, which a lot of people, males especially, low testosterone levels, obviously, because of your eating disorder. And obviously, females, obviously, can miss their period and such likes, because you find with males that they have a lot of kind of increase in estrogen, but lowering the testosterone level. So that's one thing that can really happen with eating disorders. Obviously, growth in hair, which you'll see in your body. Your body grows a lot of hair because it actually wants to insulate you and keep your heat, because you actually feel the cold so much. So it's the first way that your body actually kind of basically helps you is by growing excess hair. What my wife says, the fudgy's my baby. Exactly, Laura. Obviously, poor skin. Tommy, it's Tank. Nice to see you here, Toe Tank 1. Sending you all my support as well, and keep up your great work in your channel. Everybody go and give him support as well. He's got a great channel. Obviously, the behavioural signs of EDNOS especially is over-seasoning your food, which I talked about earlier. Obsessive behaviours are rituals, which can be things like, obviously, keeping one food group separate from the other. So you may say like your mashed potatoes on your plate, you may obviously not want them to be put in with your vegetables and such like, so you may not want to eat your meat along with your actual vegetables, things like that, or using the same cutlery, using the same plate, anything like that is the kind of rituals that I'm talking about. Being secretive is another one which we all do in eating disorders. Like I say, eating disorders thrive in secrecy, so you may find that you obviously eat away from your parents or your family member or your partner or anything like that. You may obviously hide food. You may obviously say that you're eating more food than you actually are. Obviously, alternating behaviours, like basically 1 minute you're very calm, the next minute you're angry. That's one thing that eating disorders do. You get these kind of alternating moods and such likes as well. Purging, but obviously not binge eating, which can be another sign of it. Like I say, you obviously purge, but you don't binge eat. So that's what EDNOS actually does. You constantly purge, but you don't binge eat. Psychological effects, as I say, depression, feeling fat, which a lot of people obviously do in eating disorders. Alex says the mood swings are terrible. Yeah, they are absolutely terrible, Alex. 1 minute you can be really low, the next minute you can be feeling elated. But what I want to talk about as well, that doesn't mean that actually it's not like bipolar, because with bipolar it lasts longer than a day. So if your mood swings are lasting longer than a day, like you're feeling really low for 1 day and the next minute you're feeling really elated for a long day, that's bipolar. But with these type of mood swings, these only last like a few hours. They go up and down, up and down. Toe Tank says, have a good one, bro. I'm off to upload. Have a good time. Sending you all my support, mate. I look forward to seeing your video. Obviously, perfectionism is another one. Like I say, perfectionism, that's the obsessive compulsive disorder. Eating disorders thrive in perfectionism, which you'll see that a lot of people are actually predisposed to eating disorders because of that. You always want to be the best at everything, whether that be your sports, your art, anything, and then it comes to the point you obviously want to be the best anorexic, which is absolutely terrible to think, but that does happen. Yes, mood up and down, very true. Like I say, becoming isolated is another one, leading to a loss of friendship and family members, which we all can relate to in eating disorders. You'll isolate yourself away from your family and friends because you don't want to go out, and obviously the stigma, obviously you think people are looking at you and such likes, and obviously you're worried about the association that it may have with food being involved, like you don't know the calorie amounts if you go out, so that's another sign of it as well. Another one I wanted to talk about just before I go, this was just going to be a quick 20-minute one, which I'll keep doing about this because I want to talk about the lesser talked eating disorders. Another one is drunkorexia. Like I say, drunkorexia is basically where you skip meals in order to actually save calories, to obviously drink alcohol, is actually becoming more worrying especially popular amongst young males and females, particularly those at college and university. They'll actually skip meals so that they can binge drink without putting on weight. They obviously might skip meals because they obviously view their peers will view it as a copying out a drinking session. Like I say, this is not like anorexia nervosa. The males and females in this case will actually knowingly cut their intake of calories. Like I say, this may be a lack of funds for a night out, and the choice of between food and alcohol is to be made. Like I say, they may obviously opt for alcohol in the place of food, like such as pasta instead of beer. Like pasta or a case of beer, basically, if you can imagine that. A meal or a few shots. These are the kind of questions that a drunk anorexic actually makes. They'll obviously normally opt out for the liquid option, as I talk about. Let's say drunk anorexia is a term which can be traced back to the cocktail bars in New York in the United States of America. Let's say to this person, let's say a night in the town means an evening or a day without a proper meal. Either that or the feeling that they obviously need to drink to fit in, might even calculate how many calories they consume before actually having a few drinks. Although the alcohol itself doesn't actually contain fat, it's packed with calories, and that's really, really important you understand that, especially if you include in things like mixers, and if you drink more than the government's lower guidelines, the calories actually start adding up. So the symptoms of this is obviously skipping meals in the favour of alcohol, occasionally binging on foods that are actually saturated in fats during a drunk anorexic binge. So you'll find that they'll drink a lot of amounts, and then they'll maybe have things like kebabs, curries, copious amounts of pizza and such like. So this can actually happen. Let's say, and then they start to exercise to burn off the lager and the next day, and that's so you can see that it's like if you're going with one extreme to the other, basically the same that happens in any eating disorder. They obviously insist of having shots and spirits to feel that kind of buzz, which we obviously do in a lot of eating disorders. We eating disorders, I want to put that out there. When you actually starve yourself, you get this elated buzz, and this is like the same thing that they're doing with alcohol. They're getting this buzz. It's like a high. The behavioural signs in binging and obviously compensating behaviours, such as being sick after a drunk anorexic binge, being secretive and obviously lying about the alcohol consumption to hide the feelings of guilt and obviously shame, consuming obviously alcohol out with obviously usual social events is another one. The psychological effects, feeling depressed, which we can all relate to in eating disorders, feeling angry is another one. This feeling of numb and constantly says that they obviously need to feel something. That's what the actual drink does to them. And this is what we do with eating disorders. Obviously, this feeling that we actually need to feel something. Basically, a coping skill in such ways for anything that's going on in our life. Obviously, a feeling euphoric whilst on alcoholic binges as well. And basically, the alcohol takes over their life, which basically it does with eating disorders. It takes over our life. Everything is focused upon the eating disorder. And you only start to live your life, guys, when you actually choose recovery. And like I always say at any time, recovery is not linear. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, but having a bad day is not a bad year. A bad day in recovery is 1,000 times better than your best day in the grips of an eating disorder, and that's really, really important that you understand that. Like I say, you're not defined by your eating disorder, you're not defined by the number in the scale. Don't let that eating disorder voice tell you otherwise, because it does that. If you leave that door a little bit ajar, your eating disorder will bloody well kick it in, and that's really, really important you understand that. If you're struggling, speak out, ask for help, whether that be a family member, a friend. If you've got an eating disorder support network, such as a dietitian and obviously a therapist, that's really, really great. Let them know you're struggling, because you need to obviously speak out and take back secrecy, take back the control for your eating disorder. Like I say, Food for Thriving says, it's great you're doing this, Tommy. I've had experience in it, but I didn't realise how many different ways an eating disorder can show itself. Yeah, that's the point. It can show itself in so many ways. Obviously, things that obviously the signs obviously can be over-exercising. That's one thing that I say. I'm going to talk about things like the exercise addiction and the bigorexia in an upcoming live stream as well. Obviously, hiding your food or having your food away from family members and friends. Another thing that they can do is obviously they'll hide their food and put it in bags and hide it under their bed and things like that, which can happen quite a lot. So I hope you have liked this, guys. Like I say, I'm going to be doing a little giveaway. If you can help me get up to 10.5k subscribers, like I say, I'll do that. I send you all my love and support. Thank you also so much for supporting me. Alex Anderson says, I'm exercising too much now, but I can't stop. I can so relate to that, Alex. You know I've been through all that in the past. I'll do a video on why you can obviously kind of techniques that may help about that. I'm also as well going to tell you that I'm looking into doing courses to actually become an eating disorder therapist. So once I do that and I actually get qualified, I'll help all you guys free of charge, because that's what I want to do. I'm just going to be helping you. That's why I want to do this, to help you as much as possible, because I get emails every single day. Food for Thriving says the secret is as scary. It's things like that will hopefully give people the courage to open up about what they're going through. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's about. It's about opening up and just taking back that control. Thanks very much. I really appreciate that, and I want to help everybody, and that's why I do this. Like I say, I get emails every day asking me to obviously help them in things, but like I say, I can't help somebody behind a camera, because at the end of the day, what works for me doesn't work for another person. I only share what my kind of journey, but I want to get qualified so I actually can help you, and I'll be doing things like, once I get qualified, you can actually Skype call me and such, and I'll try and help you as much as possible. But like I say, I hope all you guys have a lovely day, whatever you are doing, whether it be your friends or whether you are just enjoying. I say, enjoy life, live life for the moment, live the life you love the life you live. Sending you all my love. Thanks very much, Nat. Like I always say, binge on life, purge negativity and starve guilty feelings, and I'll speak to you all very soon in the next video. Thank you very much, Food for Thriving, Nat, Dantley's.